Hi, I'm Kalo from the YouTube channel Kalo, and I have a question for you. What drives humans to be creative? Even if there is no monetary gain, we as humans still try to get our creative ideas out there, no matter how good or how bad. It hurts just looking at it! In the 21st century, the main way people share their ideas is through the internet. Its almost universal accessibility makes it a walk in the park for anyone to make anything. But what if somebody wants to take those creative ideas into monetary gain? They have to use one thing. These days, it seems like someone goes viral every other day, but promptly loses all attention in a few days or weeks. It's usually looked down upon to try to become an Instagram star, a Twitch streamer, even a YouTuber. And the reason for that is pretty simple. Most people think that people go viral because of luck. How has being a YouTuber affected your social life?
I don't know. Cause unlike y'all, I have a life.
Wow. Okay.
Either it's just like a regular conversation topic for like, oh, my hobby is X, or it's just like nothing basically. Like if it's not in person social life, then in online social life, it has of course caused me to meet many people, including yourself.
Okay, in the past, when I was in middle school, I told everybody about my YouTube channel. Like everyone knew, and that's half the reason why I moved channels. But everyone knew, the teachers knew, and when the school knows, they stalk your social media, you know? And like teachers would go up to me and like say, "Hey, what's up, Parkour HG?" I was like, "Ah," and they're like 40 years old, and I'm like 12, and it was the worst. It was the worst, and and people would go up to me like a year older, and when you're in middle school, the grade above you is like the shit, you know, but also at the same time scary. And they're like, "Hey, I saw your video." I'm like, "Oh shit." And so yeah, it has, maybe not anymore because I don't tell people about it, but yeah.
You know, I feel like it's the opposite for me, because like whenever I did it, right, like I used to be all quiet about it, and when I was all quiet about it, I told like 2 people and it right. But now, yeah, I basically tell everybody in existence I have a YouTube channel, and they don't care.
No one cares anymore.
No one cares. They're like, "You're a failure. It's okay. We all know." Lots of people get lucky and have a random blow-up video. I know I did. But the fact is, once they get that one viral video, they don't know how to keep the ball rolling. They will always miss a key feature to creative production: marketing. A lot of my friends who make videos specifically make them to appease the YouTube algorithm. A giant complex numbered system that makes sure that small YouTubers never get to blow up.
It sucks, and it should be in favor towards me.
I don't know. It could just be improved, but that's obvious. But it's like,
oh, fuck that. No. Can I swear in this?
Yeah, no? Sure. I'll bleep it out. It's fine.
I don't like it. Because my videos are like, maybe like anywhere from like 2 to 4 minutes, maybe 5, maybe 6. And that's not really good, you know? Like, I feel like that's what I can make in like a week span.
Everywhere you look, you see YouTubers who hate the YouTube algorithm like there's something against them inside of it. They spend hours on a video and it only gets 20 views, right? But on the flip side, I'm not one of those people. Like, I've had videos that I've worked on that only got like 20 views, but I didn't blame the algorithm. I blamed myself. And not to say that blaming the algorithm and not yourself is like a selfish thing. It's not. I've done it on my early days of YouTube as well. But you come to realize that a lot of the time, people don't click on your video because they don't want to click on your video. Not because the algorithm is telling them or not showing them the video. Yes, I know this kind of takes away from the impact of everything I've been saying, but like, please bear with me. Okay, so one misconception about the algorithm in general is that there's only one algorithm, when there's like 3. The first one is for the homepage, where YouTube uses a channel's subscriber bell response on a new video to decide how many people outside of the user's sub bubble see it. So if 5 people click on a bell response to a video, then YouTube will look at their interest and retention and choose who's recommended it should go to. This exponentially repeats itself until it gets to its interest bubble where people stop clicking. You ever wonder why YouTubers always do the subscriber statistic? Well, having more people originally click the bell could be the difference of an extra 100,000 views. So that means you guys should sub. This usually takes the shape of an exponential function that plateaus over time, also sometimes called a sigmoid function by nerds. The second algorithm is remarkably like the first one, but instead used for the sidebar on videos. So instead of using the full home recommendations, it prioritizes the video topic that you are watching at that time. Have you ever been in a YouTube spiral at 3 a.m. and end up watching people breaking their leg or something? Yes, that's the sidebar algorithm. This shows itself in the same way as the homepage algorithm does, aka a sigmoid function. The third algorithm is the search term algorithm, which is a lot simpler. It just looks at how many people watched your video and how long they watched it to give it a rank on tags within the video. In my experience, I think it also carries over from other videos of the same type on your channel, but I can't verify that. This shows itself as a linear function for most things. But if it's a popular topic, like, I don't know, Fortnite's new season, then you can see search term spikes for it. The problem is that using the newest search terms all the time on an ever-changing platform leads to you having virtually no audience. Damn, that must have hurt. So the question becomes, how can you take advantage of the YouTube algorithm without being intrusive? Well, there is no way to get big without being a little intrusive. So I mean, it really wouldn't hurt if I asked for subs at the beginning of a video instead of at the end. And you know, since everyone already says it, I could say that there's a quote-unquote bug on subbing people, or say that people who think they're subscribed usually aren't. Which aren't total lies, just like really exaggerated. Better yet, I could do this twice if I put it at the end of the video and the beginning to remind people to. But then again, how do I keep them interested in the video that long anyways? Well, I could put an incentive to watch till the end of the video, around the mark where most people statistically start to lose attention. Maybe a giveaway or purposely withholding information to the end. Speaking of withholding information, you know, I could do that for the whole video and allude to the solution near the end. Better yet, what if I could hook people on the video without them even having to click on it? What if the question is the video title? But what to make a video about? What to make a video about? What if I made a complete completely outlandish claim that uses an implied message to avoid the sinkhole that is clickbait without necessarily saying that that's the intended outcome? So the watcher themselves feels dumb when they click it, and their idea comes to fruition with the logical conclusion of the video. You know what? Frick it. Kids are really dumb. I could just make a title with a bunch of tags and every color imaginable with repeated animation hours long in order to get watch hours, therefore drawing more children into the mindless nursery color moment while gaining millions of dollars and submitting kids to the greatest minefield of what is the YouTube bubble and space. And once I get all this money racked in, I can invest it into these crazy coins. I can become the one, the only crypto bro. Do you think?
What are your thoughts on woman?
I hate you. Do you think that channels exploiting the YouTube algorithm is a bad thing for the consumer?
That largely depends on what exactly the agenda of that channel is. For example, if it's just somebody who is trying to make a living off of YouTube, like let's say they've grown up and watching a whole bunch of YouTubers, and it's like, hey, I really like this guy and I want to make content like him, or I really like this guy, so I'm inspired to make videos because of that. I think that them exploiting the YouTube algorithm, as long as it's not very malicious, isn't a bad thing, but at the same time it can also be used for very malicious intent. For example, let's say people who like want to put a specific worldview on people, spreading misinformation specifically to cause chaos or something like that. That is a very negative effect that somebody who knows stuff about the algorithm could very easily
Like,
pull off.
I don't really watch those like top 10 videos anymore. I don't think anybody does. But I turned out fine. You know?
But are they good? But the question is, it's like, are they good videos? Like, is it?
No.
Is
No,
content farming viable? Does anybody respect? Does anybody respect Watch Mojo?
No, when you word it like that, I feel like no, it doesn't really give you any new perspective. It doesn't really provide any opinion. It's just kind of like what is like top 10. If it's like sometimes I don't even know. It's like
I guess it could be, because for the algorithm, it promotes clickbait and stuff like that. But, you know, consumers ain't trying to look for that, you know? When it says, like, craziest thing ever, you know, they expect to see craziest thing ever, and it's just, oh, some black guy got shot. Wow, you know?
Wait. Back in the olden days of 2020, the YouTuber Technoblade released the finale of the Great Potato War. This was a competition for who can own the most potatoes in Hypixel Skyblock. This got so wild that during the last stretch, Technoblade figured out his competitor's sleep schedule and the average time it takes for someone to go into REM sleep. He almost made a bot that would ping him at the exact moment he enters REM sleep every time, basically sleep depriving him. Literal psychological warfare over a block game. Obviously, he had some gripes with that. But the reason I brought this up is because Technoblade is a YouTuber who, by all accounts, does not use the YouTube algorithm the same way as the standard method, but he still gets millions of views. Why? Because he's funny as hell and spent 9 months farming potatoes in a video game day and night. There are plenty of YouTubers like him who don't use the algorithm in an intrusive way and rely on themselves to carry the audience retention. I know I said earlier that there is no way to be huge and not rely on an intrusive algorithm tactic. And I stand by that. It's 99.9% true, but with enough perseverance and personality, anyone can go viral. Like this dude who literally drank water. Or this dude who filmed his horse kicking a dog and farting. I think the main takeaway from this video is that the algorithm is more than just a set of numbers that absolutely makes a video go viral or not go viral. And the algorithm isn't the thing that is responsible for some of the corrupt videos on YouTube. I think the main point is that it's people. People are unpredictable. People will use things in unpredictable ways. And when you blame the algorithm for certain things, or you say, haha, the algorithm's being weird because of this certain thing, really, it's people who click and engage on this video, and that tells YouTube to send it to other people who also want to click and engage on a video. With that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.